Hello, I'm Tylah Tully and today I'm joined by Rhythm Biosciences Managing Director and CEO David Atkins. David, welcome back. Can you start by talking us through the changes to your GeneType accreditation?
Yeah, hi. Good to be here and good to have the opportunity to share some of the news that we put out in market updates this week. The one that you asked about is the ISO accreditation that we announced on Tuesday, I think it was. On the face of it, that's quite a dry announcement. It seems quite technical, but it actually is really important. Probably some of the most important news that we put out in 2025. And just as a reminder to provide some context as to why this is so important is, our core business is now providing clinical services. And the good news from a patient perspective is clinical services are very tightly regulated. In Australia, like everywhere else in the world, there are expert qualified bodies that provide the oversight and regulation of clinical services. And the way it works, if you're a company like Rhythm and you want to sell a regulated product, you need to go through a review or an audit process. For Rhythm to offer our cancer testing services in Australia, we need to get approval from an organisation designated by the TGA called the National Association of Testing Authorities, or thankfully we just refer to that as NATA. When we acquired the GeneType business at the end of 2024, this brought with it NATA accreditation for GeneType. We knew this accreditation needed updating and extending. That's now been done, and that was the first part of the relevance of this announcement. There's certainly a lot more attached to it.
To unpack it further for investors who may not understand, what is the significance of this development and what does it mean for the company?
Yeah, thank you. I think it's really important to take a few seconds to unpack, as you say, the significance of this accreditation. ISO regulations and regulatory affairs are certainly not something that many people are across in any detail, so it's worth emphasising a couple of points. As I just mentioned, the accreditation is valuable for GeneType. It allows us to continue selling GeneType. But this is also incredibly important for getting a major product platform that's been in development called ColoSTAT to market. Just as a reminder, ColoSTAT is our blood-based bowel cancer detection test that really Rhythm was founded around in 2017. You see, we knew when we acquired the GeneType business and we acquired the GeneType accreditation that we'd be able to add ColoSTAT to that accreditation once it was updated and once it was renewed. We've now done that updating, we've now had it renewed, so now we can go full steam ahead and add ColoSTAT to our freshly updated GeneType accreditation. So on the face of it, this announcement sounds like a GeneType only announcement, but while we're excited about it for that purpose, to allow us to continue selling GeneType, this really is important for ColoSTAT. It crystallizes a path forward for us. So all we're really waiting for now is for NATA to give us a final date for the ColoSTAT audit, and once we have that done, we'll be able to launch ColoSTAT. We've completed all the work on ColoSTAT. The assay definitely works, it's reproducible, it's reliable, it's easy to use. It solves a really important clinical problem. We just need to complete the NATA update on our existing license. We have some very patient shareholders who've heard this. As I've said it before, we're almost there with ColoSTAT before, but this time, and of course I would say this, we really are incredibly close. So this accreditation was important for GeneType, but equally, if not more so, for ColoSTAT and for us finishing the final process to get ColoSTAT out there into the market.
David, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. Look forward to speaking again.
For more ASX news and analysis, subscribe below.